Hi, I'm Michelle Conover with Interweb Insurance, meeting today with Kevin Klein, your IT consultant with Surfside Computing based out of Orange County. The purpose of our conversation today is to discuss how the recent COVID-19 pandemic has affected businesses on an IT perspective, and we wanted to get some valuable insight from an industry expert, and that is Kevin here. So Kevin, thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Michelle.
Why don't you start by telling us a little bit about your business, who and what you service?
Based out of Orange County, California, we service small and medium-sized businesses, IT consulting, support, maintenance, making sure everyone's backed up and taking care of all their IT needs.
Awesome. So I'm just going to jump right into it and ask you how this recent situation that we're all in with people now working from home, working remotely, how has that affected your business and your clients?
We primarily work remotely. Everybody needs us when they need us. We remote in, so not a lot has changed for us. We're not going on site anymore. We're all locked down, so that's what has changed. What has changed for our clients is most people are, they have a requirement now to be able to work from home. So we've been busy setting them up with remote support and remotely connecting to their data with VPN, cloud access, and all that, so they can get their job done while they're at home.
Which is really important right now, which is what everyone's trying to do.
Yep.
So what exposures do we face as business owners, as employees now working remotely and working from home that we didn't, not necessarily that we didn't have when we worked at the office, but what are these exposures that maybe we're not aware of?
Well, when you were in the office, you probably had, more sophisticated networking equipment, routers, security there. Now you're working from home with a, $100 router that doesn't necessarily have, higher end security on it. So you're accessing the cloud or you're accessing the server back in the office remotely. So there's either VPN in place to get back to the server. So there's some security there with, an encrypted virtual private network, a tunnel. Or you're in the cloud. And if you don't have certain systems in place, then they could be pretty insecure. So those are your vulnerabilities. So IT, the business alongside the IT would need to look into that and see where there's, some shortfalls.
Got it. So what should we be doing as business owners and employees now working remotely to just be proactive and make sure that we are protected and that, we're less likely to be, attacked?
Passwords are huge, secure passwords, making sure you have systems in place with, multi-factor authentication, where it would send you, you're logging into your email and it would send you a text for verification, a second step to get in. So MFA, multi-factor authentication. A lot of the home users have, the $100 router, like I said, and their passwords are probably pretty insecure. So immediately, go in there and update your Wi-Fi password. Immediately change the default password to your router. And then a lot of training for your employees on what to do while they're connected to the corporate network, and don't leave your laptops open. Make sure they lock out after a few minutes of inactivity, stuff like that.
Okay. So pretty much we need a guy like you. We need an IT specialist, because I don't know the first thing about resetting my router password or anything that you just described. So I think it's really important for every business to have an IT person in place, especially right now with this new transition of office to home. I think most businesses have an IT person that they can call if, their printer's not working or, whatever, like a local company. But me personally, I like having somebody that works for my business that I can call and have help me, walk me through some stuff. So that's what your company does, correct?
Yep.
Perfect. And now that, well, not now, you've always worked remotely. You can work for anyone, anywhere, right?
Yeah, especially now, the video conferencing that we have, most of the stuff's in the cloud these days. I can remote into customers' computers, their servers, all the dashboards and monitor and maintenance and make sure they're all backed up and support you remotely.
Perfect. So one last thing that I want to talk about, you discussed all these different ways to secure your network, to protect your business, protect your clients' files and whatnot. But like anything else, you can do everything under the sun to protect yourself, but things still happen. Just I use the analogy, you park your truck outside at night and you lock it, but if somebody gets in there, which they can, then you have insurance in order to, remedy that. So I just want to mention cyber insurance and how important I think that is for every business nowadays. And I think with the recent climate, I think more and more businesses need it. And it's insurance that's in place in the event that all of your protection doesn't work, and somebody gets in and hacks your system, and now your client's private information is vulnerable. Your business information is vulnerable. So I just think it's really important to have an IT person in place that's going to help you get through all of that and secure your network. And then I think it's important to have cyber insurance for the just in case. And it's actually pretty affordable right now. So I would highly recommend that. So one last question for you, Kevin, before we wrap this up. And this is kind of a good thing. So what do you think is the upside to this situation that we're dealing with?
We're all working from home. We have time with our families now. The upside is we've always had this technology in place to do this, and we're being forced and shoved into it. And you're starting to look at how it actually works, and the light bulb's going off, and it's working.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the corporations and the businesses are starting to figure out that they can actually get some work done this way and reduce overhead and whatnot.
Why have an office building and pay the rent and the utilities and everything that comes with that if people can work from home? And we can do things like this, have these video conferences like we're both in the same room.
Correct.
I'm with you on that. I'm actually excited about where the future is headed with all of this. So that's good. Well, thank you so much for meeting with me today. I really appreciate it. And we'll talk again.
All right. Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you. Bye-bye.